remember the manager had called my phone, and literally, I think, yeah, I was hearing like stuff going on in the background when he was calling me. He just seemed like not panicking, but he just seemed like he was in a rush. Like he was like, "Yo, what's going on YouTube? Back here with another video, and I'm gonna just do a little story time on why I quit my dishwashing job and stuff at the dishwashing job I used to do. So, basically, this started way back in 2017, which was like around about 2 3 years ago. I was like 19 years old, and yeah, this was like around like way I think in December, because I was just like looking for jobs, job after job after job, wasn't getting any luck, and this is like around the time too when I had to like a gap year and stuff right after I graduated because I didn't want to go straight into college and stuff. Um, like how most people do. I just want to take like a little, gap year and just kind of chill and relax. I kind of wish I didn't do that because during my gap year it was so boring. I wasn't working or nothing, and I had nothing to do, so it was boring. But I mean, it was still, I guess, okay. But anyways, so I was like around 2017, and you know, had got my job at the dishwasher place. I was really wasn't gonna plan on saying like where it's what place I was at, but I'm gonna just say it. I really don't want it to matter to me. But it was at Cracker Barrel, and it's so I remember like on my first day, like they was doing like a little like showing me around whatever what I was gonna do whatnot, and I just remember my first day, like the dude that was supposed to be training me. Yeah, I guess it was so busy that day. I think it was like on a weekend, so it was so busy, and you know, he never really got around, helping me out. So I just had to, go by just watching, people. But I mean, there was some other people that helped me out, but yeah. So like I like a few couple days later, once I was, in there and stuff, it was just so bad. Like honestly, dishwashing, I swear, if anybody out there that is literally thinking about getting to a dishwashing job, like to me personally, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, that's just me. But I mean, I guess if you desperately need a job, I mean, it's an easy job. It's not hard. It's just I'm about to go straight into detail on like why I feel like, I don't know. I ain't gonna say nobody, but I just feel like that's just something you should skip. The thing about it is, it's like you will literally get left on your own. Sometimes when they call you in the, coming to a dish room, there'll literally be dishes like everywhere. So like there would be times where like I'd be, like they'll call me and be like, hey, they'd be like, hey, yo, you think you can, come in or whatever, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, cool. Now I remember it was actually this one time where this dude, he, God, matter of fact, I remember too because he had hit me up, text me if I could take his spot, and I mean, I had came up with an excuse. I was just like, whatever, like, I didn't, you know, I was just like, nah, I wasn't trying to do it. But then I remember the manager had called my phone, and literally, I think, yeah, I was hearing like, stuff going on in the background when he was calling me. And he just seemed like not panicking, but he just seemed like he was in a rush. Like he was like, "You think you come in?" Blah blah. I was trying so hard to figure out an excuse on to just not show up. I was like, you know what, screw it. It's money. So I'm like, okay, cool. I get there, and I swear to freaking God, there was dishes like everywhere. And that's the thing about it. That's the one thing that was one of the things I hated about it because like literally they put me in there, and I think the reason why I was like that because the dude that called me, and I'm assuming they called him to come in, but he, obviously didn't come in. And I think it was because it was his birthday, so he didn't want to come in on his birthday, which I don't blame him. I wouldn't either. But I mean, he was just. I'm talking about piles of dishes like everywhere, and even the servers would notice that. They'd be like, "Man, why they putting you in here by yourself?" And I'm just like, I don't know. So it's like I was so agitated that day. I was so freaking mad. Like, oh my god, when I say I was so mad, yo, like one of the managers literally had to help me out. Like that's how bad it was. Like it was line dishes, and there would be more and more coming in. So yeah, like one of the managers had to help me out, and I remember it was this old dude that he was an okay person, I guess, but he was aggravating to me personally because sometimes he would make a big deal out of nothing, and it was really hard to understand what this man was saying because he really didn't speak English, so he would just like get upset, and I would just try to figure out what he was upset about. But I think I think the sink was clogged up, and I obviously didn't see it because I'm over here. It's so many dishes because he just came in, and so the manager didn't have to worry about coming in. But this dude comes in with an attitude at me about the thing being all clogged. I'm like, dude, did you not see all these dishes? It was so many dishes. So I'm just like, whatever, man. I said whatever. So, I mean, literally, I was in there like so late. It was so late when the next person that was supposed to take my spot came in. I was out. I had left. And I went to my uncle too because we was hanging out that day. Left, told him the whole dramatic story that went on. It was just horrible. And let's see, it was so many stuff that was going on. Like there's so many other reasons why I left. The hours, man. Like, but I was working part time. I mean, they got full time dishwashing jobs out there, but I was working part time over here. So the thing about this place. Now I don't know if it's like this in all other, Cracker Barrels or whatever out there, but it's not a bad place to work at, but it's just the spot that I was at, they were literally always hiring people. They would hire so many people, and they would give the new people, the people that were already there for a while or something, give them their hours. So, like, sometimes I would need hours, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I need hours because my money would be looking low. So, I would always go to them about hours or try to get hours from other people that I was working with, but obviously they wouldn't always give them to me because they obviously needed the hours themselves. So I would always try to go to the managers about it. They would say they would give me the hours, but so that job used to piss me off a lot. And sometimes when they would call my phone, especially like if I was busy or if I just didn't feel like coming in, they would always call my phone when they needed me. But when I needed them for the hours, it's like, and I'm just like, man, whatever. And the dishes, I'm telling you, like, yeah, anyways, yeah, the dishes, I swear to you, like, literally, you could be literally done with dishes, man. You could just be done with dishes, you be like, okay, good. And like, it could always, like, your shift will almost be over, but, man, you could be doing so many dishes, man. I mean, you could be done with dishes, and then you'll just like sometimes like I would literally hear the servers putting in like the dirty dishes like in the other area and stuff in the bus tubs or whatever, and I would just roll my eyes like, oh my gosh, that's literally how it would be. You could be almost done, but then it'll be another pile of dishes, or somebody would bring the bus tubs into the dish room, whole bunch of piles. You just like I just like it would be times like that. It would always be like that. I'm just like, I'm ready to go. And then sometimes the managers would be like, "Oh, you think you can stay longer?" Like I hated dishwashing so much, man. You just don't even realize. I hated. I was there for like I think a year. So I remember literally on my first day. That's when I was just like ready to go. Matter of fact, that's the one thing I should have said. But on my first day, not even my first. I think it was like my first week actually. I remember when they was when I was in there, I was with this other dude. I was watching this or whatever, and I think he was showing me around like where, which, you put all the clean dishes or whatever. So like literally, I just remember it was so many dishes because I think I had went and took my break or whatever, my lunch break. So when I came back in, it was so many dishes, and I think my mom was outside to pick me up, and I just said screw it, left, and I told her, I was like, yeah, I wasn't trying to do all that, whatever. And then she was kind of getting upset at me, was like, you're gonna have to do that. And I just said whatever, but it was so many dishes, I just left, and luckily I didn't get fired that day for that, which was crazy. But yeah, I really did feel bad leaving the other dude in there on his own with some dishes. But yeah, I was just like, yeah. But I always told myself every day to just stick through it, and I did. I stuck through it for like a year, but I just could not. I couldn't deal with it. Like I literally couldn't. It was just terrible. Like super terrible. Yeah, I think that was really about it. Yeah, like if you were really thinking about doing dishwashing, I would not recommend doing that because that junk was literally horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Like that whole year was horrible. Like I literally always tell myself that that is a job that I will never go back doing it. Like they literally expect you to do like everything on your own, or they like it's crazy. I don't know if all dishwashers go through this. I mean, I've seen stories on YouTube and stuff of people with similar issues, but um yeah, with similar issues, but yeah, it's I would definitely recommend looking at other positions or other jobs. But shoot, if you like washing dishes, I mean, go right ahead. But it's just like dish after dish after dish. Like, excuse me, like I honestly hated it. I honestly did. Like, oh my goodness, I'm just glad I ain't doing that junk no more. Like, and then there would be times where like I could just be chilling, and sometimes people would ask me to take their shift. I'd be like, okay, yeah, cool. I mean, that's extra money for me. But sometimes, if I needed someone to take my shift, people would have either excuses or I mean, some would take it or whatever. But sometimes some people didn't really take it, and I don't know, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I feel like people try to take advantage. So that's why I wouldn't never. Sometimes I would just not even, you know, take a shift. I'm like, man, I ain't about to do it if you ain't gonna help me out. And it was another person too that would always get up. No, well, I think it was one person, but I think it was a few people. I remember when I was like first starting out, people would literally get upset at me about like literally anything, like about the speed on fast I was going to bring the dishes, or oh shoot, I think it was other stuff, but I can't really remember. I just know people would always complain about me, and that junk used to irritate me because I was working as hard as I could, try to get as fast as I could. I mean, the dishes were literally hot. Like, if you have no gloves, those dishes are hot. So, like, I mean, it would literally just literally because, like, you got because, like, you had to bring the dishes to the cooks, so the cooks would be over here. Like, the cooks would be right here, and the dish room was right here, and I had to bring the hot plates to them. Like, I mean, shoot, the plates were hot. So, like, honestly, man, like, I was, trying to do what I could do, but, yeah, that joke was just, and like I said, they were always hiring, like, literally hiring new people. They were always hiring people, but they had plenty of people that they would never really give them the hours, and, I mean, that's just the truth. I mean, there was people leaving there left and right. And then eventually, I think, matter of fact, last year, technically last year, this makes it like a year since I left, because I left on the 12th, and they had like a little Mother's Day thing. That was my last day working there, because I found another job, and I was excited to finally leave that place. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I did miss those folks. Well, shoot, let me be real. And actually, no, not really. I ain't really missed too many people like that. Cause I was quiet. I was like always quiet. I mean, I talked to people sometimes, but I was usually quiet. That's what people know me for over there and stuff. So I was the quiet one. So, but I mean, I didn't really have an issue with nobody. It was just the job. The job was horrible. Like, oh, like before I had got the job, I used to always look for like dishwashing jobs, but I didn't realize dishwashing was gonna be this hectic. If I would have known that, I probably would have looked for something totally different. But I just figured all you're doing is washing dishes, which it is true, but it could be aggravating. It could burn you out pretty quickly if you just not really with the whole dishwashing stuff. And if you don't like washing dishes, it could burn you out. But I mean, if you like doing that stuff, you could do it. Go right ahead. But I will say the one good thing about that job was would be able to go on break whenever I want. So that was the one thing I liked. Everything else I hated. But yeah, and I think even now they still hiring, which ain't no surprise. They still hiring people, or they firing people, or they just not giving people their hours. I know that I guarantee they still doing it to this day. Yeah, but I left, and some of the people I worked with over there left. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure new people I seen that last time I was there, but I guarantee they was already gone. So it's just, I mean, there's some people that I used to work with that's still in there, but I think most of them, yeah, most of them gone. I mean, it's not a bad place to work at. It's just they need to do better. Like, when people ask for hours, man, give them the hours, But it's not a terrible place to work at. It's just I don't know, man. The managers or something, man. It's crazy. Yeah, dishwashing is definitely just telling you that's not somewhere you that's not somewhere you want to be. But that's the end of this story right here. But I got plenty of more stories, like plenty of stories. Actually, I'm gonna do one probably tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna do another one this weekend. I just got so many. Like I have had a lot of jobs, and I just definitely want to just talk about them, or why I left, or what my experience was, or just whatever. Like I got a whole bunch of stories, man. Like it's wild. I was actually gonna do animation stories on my main channel, but animation could take a while sometimes, and plus I'm doing something totally different over there. So I figured I could just do story times like this on this channel, just like this, But speaking of that other channel, I'm actually gonna be doing like trying to do like a lot of original ideas and original series, like, cause I'm normally doing like parodies or something like that, which I'm still gonna do, but I really want to do a lot of original cartoons because I have so many ideas, and I've been doing all these parodies, and I'm just thinking like, I got all these original ideas with these characters, and I'm not even doing them, So just be on the lookout for that, and you can actually follow me on Instagram. The link the link will be in the description below, but I'll be posting most of the stuff, to let y'all know what's going on. But yeah, that's the end of this video. But make sure you like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.